Take 7.
All right, here with Mike Honda this weekend. We got a big event down at the MGM. Two guys that we know you're going to be there eventually, but this weekend they're going to hold things down at the MGM, fighting for all the marbles, heavyweight title. Bermane, Stiverne, Deontay Wilder, two guys you know well. How do you see this fight playing out?
If you like excitement, this is a fight to watch. If you like knockouts, I think it's a highly rated knockout ratio in this fight. I think it's going to be fireworks. I think Deontay might have the edge. I think it's going to be maybe a battle of the will. You know, it's going to come down to will against skill, and I think Deontay's will is going to outbeat Stiverne's skill.
Well, your guys been in there with both guys. First, what are your recollections of your time in the ring with Bermane?
Say that again.
What do you remember about being with Bermane, or your time that you fought?
I just remember him being he was kind of a defensive minded fighter, and I just remember him being a pretty decent puncher.
How long ago was that, and how much overall work did you guys get?
We sparred maybe 4 or 5 times. It was a few years ago. I was like maybe 6, 7. It was like 20.
Yeah. And then what about Deontay? I know you guys were in the Olympics together, so what was that like?
Yeah, around the same time. He's a big puncher. Like I said, he's very hard to fight because he's so tall and strong. And I mean, his skills is not quite up to par, but you know, he's done everything he's had to do with all his opponents and knock them out. So.
Well, all we know all we hear about is his power. You guys been punched by him a lot. What's it like getting hit by that guy?
It ain't a good feeling, I'll tell you that. He's that's his main thing, is he's just a strong power puncher. You know, he has a good leverage. You know, he's a tall dude. He has good leverage on his punches, but he could definitely be outskilled, but you know, that's yet to be seen.
Well, your thing is you're definitely a really slick and skilled boxer. When you're fighting someone that's that big of a puncher, how worried are you about what he can do? You know, if he lands that one big shot as opposed to you doing what you need to do.
Well, it's definitely it's a game changer. You know, one punch. You know what I'm saying? While you're over here doing all this work, you know, being slick and doing all this movement, but not actually hitting the guy, it's still discouraging because you know you may be getting a lot done, but it could all change in one punch. So it's always got to be in the back of your mind. Not necessarily you have to be scared of it, but you have to be aware of it.
So you have pretty decent knowledge of both guys. I mean, obviously more than most people because you've been in the ring with both of them.
Yeah.
But you've taken like literally a month to decide who you thought was going to win that.
Yeah.
So I mean, is it really that close in your mind, or?
I think it is because it's a difficult call to make because, like I said, it's skill against will, and it's hard to measure somebody's willpower. You know what I'm saying? You could see that Deontay's very confident in himself and getting ready for the fight. You know, he's been talking a lot and doing a lot of speaking to the media and stuff like that. So he seems very confident. Bermane, I don't know about how confident he is, but I know he's skill-wise. I think he has the more experience out of the two. But it's a very difficult fight to call.
You know, everyone pretty much says the same thing you do. Do you think, even if you're right or wrong, it's going to be kind of a one-sided fight, either for Bermane or for Deontay? You know, maybe a quick knockout for Deontay or a one-sided ass-kicking by Bermane, or do you think it can be a great 12-round war? I
actually think it may not be 12 rounds, but it could be a good 9-round war. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I think somebody's gonna go, but I think it could be a little back and forth for a little bit, for a minute. What's up, y'all?
All right, man. So you're going with Wilder, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my man Wilder. That's my teammate. I mean, you know, I gotta kind of maybe play a little favoritism too. So.
You got a round prediction or going distance?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, thanks for that.